Good morning, YouTubers. Well, it's finally starting to get cold over here in Louisiana in the south, and it's like December 3rd, 4th, 9th. No, what is it? It's the 7th, I think it is. And you see we started our little trash can fire pit to pretend like we're in the city, even though we are in the city. So, I'm going to get back to work on some stuff. I've been really busy with some iron work, and so I think today's the day. I'm going to go ahead and pull out this ragtag piece of shit, this Schwinn heavy duty. Somebody really made into a real piece of shit work. And what we're going to do, I've got another Schwinn Stingray like this. That's the adult model. I got the children's model. Their headsets are really tall. Somebody, you can see, did a botched up, a heat and bend and a little pipe extension here on this bike, and it's really crappy looking. So what I'm going to do is cut it here and cut there to where you get rid of the raggedy work and go ahead and have the front end raked. But it's going to basically have some triple trees on it, and then we'll redo the mount. So the seats in the back, excuse me, I lost my voice somewhat. This is the headset I'm going to use. I'm going to cut it off right there and grind it smooth again. I got all the hardware and everything inside. I hate these bikes. These things are the biggest pieces of shit. Everybody thinks they're so cool putting motors on them. They're just a piss poor design altogether. The rear axles always bend from too much weight and hitting bumps because they're too wide. The triple trees in the front always break because the plates that the forks mount into are too thin. So anyways, let me get to cutting and I'll show you as my progress goes. Alright guys, I got the headset tube cut off of the Schwinn. As you can see, if anybody's a fan, oh no, he cut a Schwinn in two. Big deal. See it done all the time on YouTube. I've got to, you can obviously see, I try to get as close as possible so there's a little grinding, but I've got to get rid of the welds here. When you're doing something like this, it's going to have to be painted later on. If you don't want to have to use a lot of Bondo or wear it down with different sizes, grades of sandpaper and whatnot, use a well-seasoned wheel. One that barely has anything left on it and it's almost smooth around the edge. And you'll get a really nice finish on that metal if you're real careful, that you won't even be able to tell where those welds were. Alright guys, so I got the stage 1 of the mock-up. I showed you this frame before. I had this, they cut the bottom tube, added a piece of pipe welded, heated and bent the top to try to rake out the front end. Well, I went and did them a little something better. This is the tube, of course, off of my this old piece of shit Schwinn Stingray. These are the crappiest bikes on God's given earth. But I did do like the triple tree forks. So I cut the tube off of that one, grind it down smooth. Like I said, use a seasoned grind wheel, and you get them down smooth. I got it welded back in and completely replaced this piece of shit right there. I think it came out pretty good. I like the angle of the rake. I don't think the bike's going to pitch too much when I ride. Sit back at it, dropped it down nice and low, gave it a good look. Alright, today you get a 2-for-1 deal. This was the bicycle that my girlfriend was riding when her other bikes got stolen. But now she's got her a really nice Free Spirit cafe bike. So we're going to do something to this too, since I feel all kinds of inspired for getting my raked front end Schwinn heavy duty done today. I'm just cutting all that shit off in the back, getting a nice banana seat with a backrest for it. Maybe even add a fender to it, but this one here, I'm definitely going to go ahead and cut the rear tubing away from the bottom bracket and stretch the frame that way, and then put the other headset from the adult size Schwinn Stingray in order to put the triple trees on there. So after some beers and a little bit of thinking and some public radio broadcasting in the background, I got to thinking, how could I take the classic shape of a beach cruiser and make it better? So I experimented a little bit. and I came up with this. As you can see, I cut the bottom from the rear from the bottom bracket and stretched it out first, bending it as much as I could there to straighten out the frame a bit, and then I came back through and I heated it up right there in order to give it a bit of a teardrop to look. In order to line the tubing back up for me to put tubing back in its place, I had to heat it up right here in order to swoop it back up, which even further teardropped it. And then I decided, well, what's something that I haven't really seen too much of? Oh, and now that I stand back, I got some straightening to do. Well, something I haven't seen too much of is, I haven't seen a lot of people mess with those. So what I did was, that's a 1950-something Plymouth fender over there, and I borrowed its shape on the front. So I'm going to get all this welded in place and reinforced, and I'm still not done yet. I got another surprise coming because I am so happy in sporting the triple tree on there. I got another triple tree I'm going to sport on this one also.